And I got him.
You just shaked him to death. Dude! What the fuck?
How you love that?
You mad lad, you shanked him to death.
How you love that? I made that guy my bitch.
Hopefully. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Reinforcement budget depleted.
Guys, watch this. Oh my god! Oh, they just broke through. I'm out of here. I'm going back to Rocket. Get out of there, Rocket. Yeah, that was your boy. That was your boy. These things will go in the water. They're not afraid of it. I don't know where this guy is. Oh, fuck! Nope.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh
Nope.
shit, oh shit, oh shit,
Nope.
oh shit!
Nope. Oh shit. I'm dead for sure.
Let's hear the samples.
What's that? I grabbed these samples.
Right, get me in. Give me a real gun, if you have one up.
Come on, come
Negative
on.
7 minutes.
What up, y'all? Yeah, I hear the music, yeah. What up, y'all? We're just getting the stream going here. What up, Spotted? So we are continuing the Great Spice Heist. We'll be on for a few hours tonight doing it. We're slowly getting our way to 1,000,000 spice melange. It is slow going, but the end result will be worth it. Especially when we actually start transferring over some of the melange. I'll be really happy about that. No, dude, I looked for it. I couldn't find it. I didn't see any email from in my spam folder anywhere. I looked for it. So I don't know what happened, but I didn't get it. Or like I looked in my spam folder, it wasn't there. I looked in my inbox, it wasn't there. I figured you must have sent it to the wrong person. Or something, I don't know. Dude, he's hating on Dune, bro. He's hating big time on Dune, I think. Yeah, just reset it. It's fine. Yeah, you gotta send me the link, dude. Let me check. 21 to 30. Close. Pretty close. Nah, I didn't see it, dude. I didn't see it, man. It wasn't yesterday, it was day before yesterday, but yeah, still, I didn't see it. Like, it's not that hard to send an email. We're in 2026, you know? You should... I'm sure you can figure it out. You don't have Discord, so... send an email. King Cobra, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the sub, man. What were you streaming? Man, this... Oh, I hear the music. This Regis, spice container... Yeah, they're... Hey, that bastard was coming right for us, dude. Mainly Fortnite. Alright, that's cool. Vastly different than this game, but that's dope. Fortnite's cool. Yeah, I heard him. I heard him. I heard him too. He breached like somewhere over there, I think. We'll see. I hear the music again. Oh yeah, he's right there, dude. He's right where my ping was. He's undercover. I saw him. He's moving through the sand, dude. You see him? No, there's no dust, but you can see the sand move up and down because of his big fat body. No. No, I lost him through here. I don't see him anymore. Yep. Yeah, he's being sneaky. A sneaky snake. How do you liven the screenshot? You may not be able to send a link in my stream chat because I think I have links blocked except for my own to keep spammers out. I don't know. Oh man, I'm like tired. I did not get enough sleep last night. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it in chat. Just send it to tacit.mortem07@gmail.com. Or TM Content Creation LLC@gmail.com. Thank you for the sub, King Cobra. Thank you, bro. Oh, damn. My neck, baby. By the way, if you're watching and you haven't followed already, make sure to like, share, follow, subscribe. I'm multi-streaming on 7 different platforms. Not asking for money, but the follows and the subs help out the channel a ton, so make sure and do that. Do it! Do it now! No, just send me an email, man. Like, close, 29 of 30, but I want to fill up all the way. No. That's my email address, Spotted, so you can send it there. Are we going back to get these, Yeah, so that's my email address. You can send it to there. I'll get it. It says utility module about to break. Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Damn, dude. Can't believe I'm still not full. What the fuck? Yeah. I am. Yeah, I'm still not full, dude. This is Dune Awakening shroom water. It's crazy. I'm not getting any fucking sand from this, clearly. Yeah, name of the game is Dune Awakening. Like based in the Dune universe, like the movies, or like the novel by Frank Herbert. This is not that exciting. We're just farming for spice right now, so... Alright, I'm full. So what we're doing is we took our alt characters to a dead server. We're harvesting spice. And then we're going to refine it into spice melange, and then take it all back to our main server and dominate the economy. So it is actually exciting. The end result is going to be pretty exciting because we're going to get rich and we're also going to control the economy on our main server. But the actual act of farming is like not, it's not as exciting as like when I PvP or something like that. But it's exciting to me because I'm getting rich. Like every line I vacuum up there, I'm getting richer and richer. And like the game is in a bit of a lull right now, so there's not a lot of PvP anyway. I mean, I could go out on my main server and roam for PvP and probably find some people. But like there's a lull in the game right now because it's between updates. So I'm taking this time to get rich or die trying. You understand me? But we are hoovering it up. Yeah, it's like a big fucking vacuum, if you couldn't tell. That's like basically what it is. But we fill it all up with spice sand right here. And then for every 10,000, we get 200 spice melange. So it's 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,400. Yeah, so a little over 1,400 spice melange each time. What's up, Isaac? And the goal is to get 1 million. We already have over 120,000, but the goal is to get 1 million. Once we have 1 million, take it back to the main server. And they are separating PvP Deep Desert and PvE Deep Desert, like in the next week. And when that happens, the PvP area, you get 2.5 times the yield. And since we moved our alt characters to the most dead server in the entire game in North America, the most dead server in North America, we can go to the PvP zone and we'll be getting 2.5 times what we're getting right now. So it's gonna get pretty crazy pretty quick. And then we just slowly shuffle it back to our main server and dominate the economy. Get rich. But yeah, overall it's like I said, it's not as exciting as PvP, and we're not like shooting at anyone. But there is always a chance that we could get attacked while we're out there. We've gotten attacked once, but they sucked. They had no idea what they were doing. And there's a reason we went to the most dead server in the game, you know? Just to keep away from other people. So then I empty the sand, put it into one of these. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. And this cargo container, the last one, is almost full. What I could do is get rid of put all these building materials and stuff into one of these chests, and then we'd have another one. Okay. Yeah, it's the second one. The last one isn't full yet, but it's like 3/4 of the way there, I think. I'm also talking to my buddy in Discord, so yeah, it's like more than 3/4 of the way full. And now we're waiting on his crafter character to come out and repair this thing, because it's like fucked. Look at this. 8%, 60%, 60%. Like, this stuff is not doing so hot. So once he repairs it, then we'll go back out, go get another load, and continue. So he's repairing it right now. Let's watch. So it's 55 per, yeah, he's like repairing it as much as it can be. All right, I'm ready. But this is probably the last time we'll be able to use this thing that I'm standing on top of. Like the storage for the spice, because it's done for. Why? Because everything takes durability damage. Everything in this game takes durability damage. The more you use it, the more durability it uses. You can repair it, but obviously, like, you reach a certain point, you can't repair it anymore. Thank you for the follow, Kaiju. By the way, thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. And thank you for the likes. So now we're going back out. And we'll probably be doing this, like, you know, other than doing my dailies on my main character, which I'll probably try to knock out 20 or more. You going in the PvP zone? Yeah, we're already in the PvP zone. But, like, so we moved our alt characters to this. So our main characters are on Stoneheart. Sorry, I didn't realize my hand cam wasn't on. But we moved our alt, so our main characters are on Stoneheart, then we moved our alt characters to the deadest server in the game in North America. And then what we're doing is just farming as much spice as possible till we get like 1 million spice melange, and then we're gonna take it back to our main. Yeah. Yeah, and the game's like in a lull right now. There's not a lot of PvP, so we're taking this time to basically dominate the spice market on our main server. I gave him, I'm fairly certain I gave him co-owner perms to the fob that I set up. So we can at least find that one. Oh, I see. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. So for the next couple weeks, other than doing my dailies, I'll probably mostly be doing farming. I want to get up to 1 million melange. We have like, actually we probably have close to 150k spice melange right now. But you know, actually it's probably going to be like 2 or 3 more weeks before we get 1 million. And who knows? But it's also going to change significantly because they're separating the PvE deep desert and the PvP deep desert, and the PvP deep desert is going to have 2.5 times the resource yield. So that means we'll be on the deadest server in North America. We're going to take this carrier, this spice crawler, out to the PvP deep desert. And basically what we're getting right now, we'll get 2.5 times the amount. So I would say it'll like literally half the time to fill up each time. So, you know, it's gonna go significantly faster once once they make that change, which should happen in the next week or so. So yeah, not the most exciting thing to watch, but like it's pretty zen, you know, it's pretty relaxing. Like I'm just chilling, and I mostly prefer PvP. Like I like to fight other players, but there just isn't, like that's why I play this game. But there just isn't that much going on in terms of PvP right now, so I don't want to stop playing the game, so I'll do this instead. That line should disappear. Damn, that line should disappear, right? There it is. So, this is where we're at. And on another note, for everybody watching, we're also going to be live streaming from EVO this year, from the fighting game tournament. We'll be IRL streaming the EVO tournament in Las Vegas. So I'll be walking around Vegas showing you guys the whole show and checking everything out, showing you guys Vegas a little bit, walking around, showing you some of the matches, showing you like all the different vendors, all that kind of stuff, showing you whatever new fighting games they have there that they're showing off, all the different stuff that'll be there. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. But that's at the end of June. It's June 25th. June 26th through the 28th, sorry. But I'll be heading down to Vegas on the 25th of June. So that'll be pretty exciting. Game is taking forever to get to Xbox. I know, bro. I know, for real. I know. It's fucking ridiculous. It's supposed to be coming, though. By the end of the year. Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna be starting to promote it more and more in my streams, especially starting in May. But while Dune may not be coming to console until the end of the year, I will be IRL streaming from EVO, the Ultimate, or the Fighting Game Championships, the Evolution FGC series. It's like the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. I'll be IRL streaming from that on every platform. TikTok, Purple platform, YT, Kick, TikTok, Twitter, Rumble, everywhere. So I'll be walking around the show and showing some of the early matches. I'll show you guys the arena. Like, all that shit. Should be fun. So make sure to check that out starting June 26th. So yeah, we'll see. I'm sure like a lot of the fighting game community, the FGC, will show up for the IRL stream. It's Sand Game. Mew. Oh yeah, Mew. I haven't told you yet. I'm gonna IRL stream from Evo in Vegas, the fighting game tournament. I'll be there. I'm gonna do it. It's at the end of June. Yeah. Yep. Are you gonna fight? I mean, if somebody disrespects me. But no, I'm not. I mean, my plan is not to fight. I just want to. I'm not. I don't even play fighting games like that. It would be a waste of time for me to enter. But I do enjoy watching fighting games. Like, I enjoy watching pro players play fighting games. There's a lot of skill involved in that. Cap. That's Cap, Mew. That's Cap. Elder God number 2. Oh, yeah. Did you ever get your computer? Like, every time I ask you about your computer, you just fucking ghost me and don't say anything. What up, Zexo Edits? What up? That's Cap, though. I bet you're good, but pro level? But yeah, I think they do Mortal Kombat there. They do, like, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, obviously, Virtua Fighter. Like, Marvel vs. Capcom, Guilty Gear. Like, there's a lot of different games. Yeah. Like, I always watch the Street Fighter stuff, but, yeah, so I'm pretty interested. It's gonna be fun. I'm, like, really looking forward to going. Been wanting to do more IRL streams for a while, but did you ever get your computer? Yes or no? You should come and cosplay. I'm glad you going. No, you didn't get it. Okay. Well, that's not good. We'll have to talk about that. I haven't talked to you very much. I saw you were streaming. Weren't you playing Marvel Rivals earlier? I thought I saw you playing Marvel Rivals. I'm sure some stuff happened. Yeah, I'm sure some stuff happened. That's why we'll talk about it later. Yeah, I'll be going to PAX too, so like around September I'll have to hit up Stray again. But I don't know if he's back in Seattle, but whatever. I'll hit him up and see if he's going to be... I'm going to do PAX also. I'm going to try to hit like 3 or 4 shows before the end of the year. But Evo's going to be the first one in Vegas. Like, what's crazy is that the tickets for Evo are going to be more expensive than the hotel for 5 days. Now, personally, I'm not that surprised because Vegas is fucking broke. Like, the tourism in Vegas is the tickets for Evo. Okay, so for 2 tickets, because I'm going to take my buddy with me, including the Sunday, like the finals, the final day, which is like the Sunday tournament is a separate ticket, which is in like their arena and shit. It's $542 for 2 tickets, which is like, that's more expensive than PAX. And the hotel's like 400, something like that. It's fucking crazy, but yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like 540, I think 542, something like that, for 2 tickets, including the tickets to the finals in the arena. Because like they have an entire arena for esports there. It's the HyperX arena. It's like HyperX partnered with whoever to build this like pretty badass arena. Like if you watch the Evo finals, as well as like some Halo tournaments too, like a lot of tournaments go there. Well, it's a 3-day show. So yeah, between the tickets and the hotel, it's $1,000. Yeah, it's basically $1,000, yeah. But you have to remember, I'm paying for 2 tickets. So like if I was just going solo, it would be like 650, something like that. But I'm not paying for my buddy's hotel. He'll have to pay for that, but I said I'd pay for his ticket. And it's better to have somebody come with me. Yeah, food and stuff, I mean, like, I'm not really too worried about it. Like, I'll probably go big one night I'm there, and then the other 2 nights take it easy and just get, like, more basic food. Then I'm also buying a drone for this, too, so I can take, like, shots of all the traveling we're doing, like, all the different stops we make. And I'm getting a new camera, also, with better, like, low light for the vlog. All right. And then I just have to pay for the data for like the IRL stream. So like I'll have 1 modem AT&T, 1 modem Verizon, 1 modem T-Mobile, which is what I did for PAX. And I'll be streaming at a higher bit rate this time too, so like what that means is it'll be higher quality. Like I did it basic 1080p for PAX, and for this one I'll be doing it like, you know, as like crystal clear 1080p. So yeah, it'll be kind of expensive, but like the drone and stuff is going to be, and the new camera is going to be like the expensive part. And that's a one-time purchase, you know, and then I can use that drone for everything I do in the future, so I'm not too worried about it. And you know, I'm making good money right now, so not a big deal. And plus, like, dude, I've been wanting to do an IRL stream for so long. Like, it's time. Like, it's way past time, you know? Like, how long have I been talking to you about that? A year? More? Longer? You know? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really going to try to leverage the show to try to get you know, more followers and more subscribers for the channel, I'll be putting out a lot of shorts, like hundreds. That's the plan anyway. So I'll be working my ass off at that thing. Okay. Yeah, TikTok's crazy. Yeah, dude, you should go take a look at my stream, dude. Right now. I'm streaming right now. I'm everywhere. Just type in my name, dude. You'll find me. Same name as on Discord. Yeah, TikTok's chat is like heavily AI regulated with, so like they block all kinds of weird shit. And you'll it is. They're one of my partners. Yeah, the Cyborg's the shit. It's awesome. It's like the best gaming peripheral I've ever used. The mouse is pretty crazy too. I'll show you the mouse in a second. Next time he picks me up, I'll show you the mouse. Just watch the stream for like a minute or two. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't control those ads, by the way. Seven's my lucky number, Blow. Be on PC, played. I just got false hope. Yeah, I'm wondering what happened. I'm curious. Yeah, 7's my lucky number though. Blow, so
A large sandstorm is approaching.
I'm wondering what happened. I hope everything's okay with Funky. All right, hold up. Yeah, he's picking me up right now. So this is my mouse. Tell me when you can see it on screen. Yeah, I'll just leave it up.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, I mean, Dune obviously has a ton of menus, but this mouse is crazy. It has like pressure sensitive buttons. What, like pressure sensitive buttons? Meaning, so like if I click it 20% of the way down, it'll do one action, and 75% of the way down, it'll do another action. 100% of the way down, it'll do another action, like that. No, and then you can attach different feet to the mouse, and it can become a gyroscope. So like for flying or racing games, you know? That is the SwiftPoint Z2, another one of my partners, by the way. And then there's another set of feet you can attach, you know, like Tilt to Lean and like Ready or Not or games like that. You can tilt the mouse, yeah, to the left and right. It's fucking super, like it is, and I bought it at full price. So like I bought it and I loved it so much that I contacted them to become a partner. So it's not like I'm saying it because they gave me a free mouse. You know what I mean? I loved it, yeah. And like even if they did give me a free mouse, I wouldn't lie. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say it was good if it was shit. But yeah, no, it's amazing. They actually just released their Z3. So I purchased that. But they haven't, like, they're a small company, so they haven't shipped the Z3 yet. And, like, the biggest difference is that it's wireless. The Z3 is wireless. But it's kind of the same mouse. It still has the gyroscope function and everything else that the Z2 has. Yeah. So I had a mouse made by Cougar, called the Cougar Dual Blader, where like, because I got a mouse specifically for Dune, and I didn't want an MMO mouse with like a fuck ton of buttons on one side, because I thought that was lame and I'll misclick it a bunch. So the Dual Blader had like the exact same buttons on each side of the mouse, but there were a few of the buttons that were oddly placed that I had to like crane my hand around in order to reach them, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. And like, I had done a ton of research prior to getting the Cougar Dual Blader, and like I didn't really find anything I was looking for, and I was like doom scrolling Instagram and came across this Swift Point. I was like, oh fuck. So I went to their website and looked at it, and it's like not a cheap mouse. It's like $180, but I was like, fuck, you know, I'll buy it. Let's see, you know, let's see if it's any good. And then because I really didn't like how much I had to move my fingers to hit a couple of these buttons. Like I really had to fucking contort my hand on my old mouse. So I got it, and it's perfect. Like the buttons, whoever designed this, like designed it fucking perfect. Like everything is perfectly laid out. You can reach everything really easy. And I don't even use the gyroscope. I don't even use the tilt to lean. Yeah, like my entire Dune hotbar is on this mouse, plus reload, and then switch shoulders. Weren't you talking to me about switching shoulders, right? Yeah. So I have one on the Cyborg, because like, you know, sometimes I might be pressing a button where I can't press it on the mouse, or sometimes I might be pressing something on the Cyborg where I can't press it on the Cyborg. So I have like, especially for Arc Raiders, I have, and I do it for Dune too, but I had a swap shoulder button on the Cyborg and a swap shoulder button on the mouse, so no matter what I could swap shoulders. And yeah, dude, yeah, it's the shit, bro. It's the shit. Like, so, you know what I would recommend? On my YT channel, I actually have an unboxing video. So what I do is I go through I unbox it. I don't just unbox it, but I unbox it. I show you what it looks like when it comes out of the box, because like you adjust it to fit your hand and everything, and you attach like a bunch of grips on it and stuff. So I show what it looks like when it comes out of the box. I show what it looks like once I've adjusted it like to fit my hand. And then I also show what the software looks like, and I show what it looks like in practice playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is what I learned how to use this on. Like I would recommend, and I always recommend people, yeah, exactly, a single player game, like where you're not, exactly, you don't want to fucking like misclick and then give up because you're playing some PvP game and you fuck up and then you get bitched at. Whereas in a single player game, especially exactly like an RPG or something where you have to do a lot of different things, like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you have to do a fuck ton of different things in the game. So it was a perfect game to learn on. And like when I first started using it, I misclicked like a lot. But you know, you use it, you keep using it, and then boom, you got it, you know? And now, like, you know, I mean, I played Arc Raiders with this. I played Dune with, you know, like, hardcore PvP and Arc Raiders with this. Dune, RoboCop, Atomfall, like, everything. You know, like, RTSs, like, every game you can use this with. So, I would highly recommend, like, just watch the video and you'll see. I think I don't even say this lightly. Like, the last time I checked, like when I was looking to get this, there were a few videos and most of them were shit. Like, they weren't very explanatory. So in my video, I feel like I have the best fucking Azeron video out there. Yeah. But yeah, highly recommend it. It's the shit, man. I would, like, if something happened to this, I would immediately get a new one. Like, I wouldn't even want a game without it. And I don't have hand problems or anything. I have the Hall effect. Basset Hound, no. It looks, it's purple. Yeah, it's the, yeah, that's what it is. You remember Arc Raiders, Mew. I remember somebody used to rage quite a bit in Arc Raiders. Do you know who that is? Do you remember who that is? Leone. Are those arm socks? Are you talking about this? Arm socks. Arm socks. I don't know what arm sock is. But yeah, there I have a video on there and I go through the whole thing. I hear the music right now. He's pulling up. He's pulling up. I hear the music. He's pulling up. Sorry, I thought I was unmuted and I was actually muted. Westone Tacit Mortem collab? Yeah, of course we can collab. I'm always down. Hit me up. Send me an email. Contact me through Discord. Go to my website, tacitmortem.com. Yeah. I have always thought the same thing. Sorry, what were you going to say? Right. So yeah, I mean, like, the reason I was looking into the Azeron, I was playing Marvel Rivals on PC. But I was using a controller. And because I was always a controller gamer. And I reached a high enough level in Marvel Rivals where I was, like, I felt like my, like, using a controller was starting to negatively affect my gameplay, meaning, like, I could see things that were happening, but I couldn't move the control, you know, like, right, because, you know, like, you turn up your sense so high on a controller, it becomes fucking too unwieldy. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch. So I looked into Razer makes something, because I saw the Cyborg, but I was like, dude, that thing's too fucking crazy. I'm not gonna get that. And so, like, I looked at Razer made something, and it's a cheap piece of shit, because I did, like, a bunch of research on the Razer product, and it is a cheap piece of shit. And skill issue. F you, Mew. It was not a skill issue. Yeah, no, I'm not saying every Razer product is a piece of shit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this particular device, which was, you know, it had a thumbstick and then a bunch of keys on it, was a cheap piece of shit. Yeah. So my webcam that I'm using right now on my hands, it's Razer. So, yeah, we're just farming purple dust. I told you about this. We took our alt characters to a dead server so we can get rich. Man, I want to go to Dune World, bask naked in it. Do it. Butt naked. Buck naked. So, then I was looking into literally buying a used product. Because back, like, in the early 2000s, there was a product that was like, almost like a handheld thing that you held in your hand that could kind of do what that I was trying to basically be able to move with. I was trying to get the precision of a mouse with the movement of a controller. And then I did a bunch of research into that, and like, it's just too old. Like, the software is long since dead. I think AIRO made it like a long time ago, like in the early days of AIRO, and they discontinued it years and years ago. And like, even the used ones, like, there's no Hall effect, like, they can break down. So I was like, okay, I can't do that either, because I don't want to spend a bunch of money on some shit that's going to break down in 6 months, So then, like, I was like, okay, fuck, dude, this is it. So I was like, okay, I need to, like, I have no choice but to dig into this Azeron thing. And then I actually... Okay. And then I watched a video on from Azeron, where like the guy goes, it's like a 10-minute video, and it goes through the whole setup of it and how to use it. And after watching that video, I was like, okay, I can do this. Because I have really good muscle memory anyway. And once I actually saw it in action, because I'd never really seen anybody use it before, I was like, okay, this is not as complicated as I originally thought. It's actually pretty intuitive, or at least from looking at it, that's what I thought. So, and it's not cheap. Like, I think, like, I got, the best version with the best thumbstick with the stand. I bought everything for it, and I got mine engraved with my name on it. So it ended up being close to $300. And I got it, and it took about 3 to 5 weeks. Oh, so did you hear anything I said or no? Okay. Okay, so yeah, you must have lost me. So it didn't have Hall effect, and it was just too old. Like, the product was too old. The technology was no longer supported. It was outdated, and I didn't want to buy something that was just going to break down in 6 months. So I had no choice at that point but to look into the Azeron. And when I did, I watched a video on their website, or excuse me, not on their website, but from their official channel, where like the dude unboxes it and kind of sets it up and then shows how to use it. And after watching his video from Azeron, I was like, okay, I can do this, because I have like really good muscle memory anyway. I'm good at that kind of stuff, and it was not as complicated as I originally thought it was. So I bought it. I bought the best version of it. It cost like, it was not cheap. It was like around $300 because I got my name engraved, and every extra you can buy for it, I bought for it. And it took like 3 to 5 weeks. I can't remember. It took like 15 days to get to me, I think, from Latvia, because they ship it from Latvia. And then you literally see that video on my that I told you about. That's the day I got it. So I filmed it the day I got it. So you can watch it from there. Azeron, dude, I started laughing when you said that. That's why I was chuckling when I was talking to him, because I saw that. We are just farming purple dust. And I mean, what the guy I'm talking to in Discord was saying he's interested in this, and I'm really passionate about the Azeron. I think it's the best. So, and I truly believe if every gamer in the world got a chance to use one of these, they'd never go back to keyboard or controller. They would just use this. I 100% believe that. It just looks crazy when you look at it, but once you actually put your hand in it and use it, you're like, oh, this is perfect. Like, it's totally built for gamers. Like, you can, it's just so intuitive. It's the shit. And I am a partner with them. Don't want to sit at a desk. Yeah, if you don't want to sit at a desk, controller's the move. Because, like, even if, like, you don't game at a traditional desk, if you use an Azeron, you have to have a stand to fucking put this thing on, you know? Like, you can't hold it in your hand. Game is... Joel, don't be talking that shit. I love this game, man. Don't be talking that kind of shit. This game is dope. But yeah, I miss my friend Mew. Have you played the Mouse Detective game yet? The Mouse Private Eye or Mouse PI? I'm gonna play that shit. I am gonna play that. Let me see. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let me see. I want to see. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be close, but I think we can fill it up before it breaks. Of course I miss you. My friend, dude. Of course I miss you. Of course I do. Duh. Duh. But between streaming and this new job, like, and playing, you know, I'm playing Dune. Play Mortal Kombat. Dune in the Big 26. What's VRO? What's VRO? Something bad? Dude, Dune in the Big 26. You know we gotta do it. You know we gotta do it. I love Dune, real. Real 703. And that's real. That's real 704, dude. I'm a big Dune fan. I love this game. So I just got the noti that the module's about to break, but we might be able to fill it up. Let's see where we're at here. No, you need to move me. You need to move me. I'm not getting enough sand here. I'm just not getting enough sand here. Because this thing will break. It's going to break before I fucking fill it up for sure. Fair, I picked it back up this week. Been having a bit of fun. It is. It is fun. The game is still fun, and they've improved a lot of stuff. I'm about to put out a video either this Sunday or next Sunday. That's going to be going over, like, everything that's changed. Because I dropped the game for, like, 3-4 months, and I was playing Arc Raiders pretty seriously. So I go through, like, everything that's changed, why I came back, what's changed for the better, what's changed for the worst, what still needs to be improved, what they still haven't fixed. I go through all that stuff. So make sure to check it out. It'll be on YT and Rumble for sure. Either this Sunday or next Sunday. Like, I'm kind of changing up the way I edit videos to make them a lot higher quality. Not necessarily the footage, because like I always do 4K 60, but just like the actual content of the video and like all the visuals and stuff like that. I want to make it a lot higher quality. The grind was insane. Yeah, as a solo player, I can imagine, bro. Hold on, I need to... Sorry, bro. I wanted to stop for a second. I want to see. We're gonna fill up here shortly, but we're not gonna break. We're not gonna break. I'm just gonna back up. This will fill us up 100%. Big fan of the DD changes. So, are you a fan of the Deep Desert turning into a PvE instance and a PvP instance? Break? Yeah, it's gonna break. Like, break. Like, the durability. Because you see this thing? It's constantly moving. So, like, the durability's constantly going to shit. Alright, we're full. You know ball. You do know ball. Yeah, combat in this game is just so bad. PV. So I'm a. Oops, sorry. I'm unmuted. Combat in this game is just so bad, and the PvP gank balancing never interested me. For Honor, I never played that game. It looked kind of fun though. It looked kind of like Dynasty Warriors. Thopter gameplay. So I'm a huge PvP player. Huge. Like, that's what I like to do. I am not a PvE player. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to grab another fucking Regis spice container too. Okay. Alright. Nah, that's Cap. Don't listen to Mew. Mew is clown of the day for that. But because there's kind of a lull in the game right now in Dune, there's not a lot of PvP going on. So my main character's on Stoneheart, but me and my buddy took our alt characters to the deadest server in North America, and we're just gonna farm spice until we get 1,000,000 melange. And then we're going to take it back to our main and dominate the spice market. Yeah, no, like, all I really did once I was able to was PvP. Like, that's what I like to do, is PvP. But my old guild were primarily PvE players. Like, there weren't a lot of PvP players, and even the people who would go out to PvP, the vast majority of them were not great, let's say. Good people, but just not great. But now I joined Echo, who's one of the biggest Dune streamers out there. I joined his guild, Only Sands, and they're really good guys, and they are hardcore PvP players. So if you ever heard of Echo, very cool dude. He just had a baby though, so he's like busy. Yeah, I love PvP in this game. Like, the whole reason I started to play this game in the first place was for the big, like, faction warfare PvP that, like, has never really quite materialized, which is kind of fucked up. Yeah, it's broke. It's done for. All right, I am filling up this carrier container, and then I'll start filling boxes with spice. Yeah, they're full. You sure you don't want me to empty this one that just has all the building mats? Okay. All right. I'll just start filling up boxes then. Alright, it's empty. Need to be dueling. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool, but I like the idea of, like, I don't consider... If somebody's farming in the PvP zone, I don't consider that ganking. Like, if you're in the PvP zone and I kill you, that's on you. Like, but now with them separating PvE and PvP deep desert instances, I think what's going to end up happening is, like, people are going to grief. Like, or, like, a lot of PvE focused players say that griefing is when, you know, a PvP, like when you attack just a farmer in the PvP zone, which I don't agree with. But I think actual griefing is going to go on where people are going to go to the PvE instance of the deep desert, set down thumpers, try to prevent carriers from taking off, all that kind of shit. So, but we'll see. What's up, Corel Wolf? What up? So we'll see. I really don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's on the public test server right now, public test client, as they call it. But we'll see what actually ends up happening once it goes to the full game. And we're waiting for him to come back. So he built... This must be the new one. Yeah, this is the new one. Am I out of fuel cells? No, I'm not. Okay. So we'll have to see what ends up happening. It will be interesting to see if this deep desert change ends up being a positive for the game or a negative for the game overall. I'm really not sure. I personally think it might end up being a negative, but I don't know. I don't know for sure, you know? But like I said, I talk about that in the video that's about to come out, so you'll kind of hear my thoughts on the whole thing and what I think's going to end up happening. But I would be happy to be wrong. But I've always felt that, like, if you go to the deep desert, you go to the PvP zone, like, you're putting yourself out there to be killed. You need to watch your back. And if you get zerged or, you know, you get taken out by one person or whatever it is, like, that's on you. All right, I'm already in the passenger seat. I'm ready. But, you know, in my opinion, the PvE players bitch a lot. A lot. But we'll see, you know. If it ends up being good for the game, I'll be happy. I just don't know if that's going to end up being the case.
Welcome, Real. Thanks for the follow.
Thank you for the follow, Real. Yeah. Have a good day, bro. Or good night, whatever. Make sure to come by one of the next streams. I try to stream, like, as often as I can, so if you see me on, pop in and say hello. Have a good one. Appreciate the likes, too. Thank you, brother. I'm still wearing those soft step boots you gave me. Yeah, I'm still wearing them. I don't know if it actually helps or not, but I still wear them. Yeah. We can, you want to continue this line we were working on? That's gonna be a yes, I think. Do you want to continue that line we were working on? The one... Like I can't ping it right now. All right, nice 200%. That's nice. Yeah. How much spice melange do you think we've gotten so far total, including what we just, like, not including what I'm picking up right now, but everything that's at the base, like all the sand, everything? All right. So that would be 280,000 before we need to replace it again. Seven, of course, always 7. Oh yeah. I haven't played in months. Has it gotten any better? I think so. I think it's gotten better. Yeah. Some things are still messed up, but I think overall the game has gotten better, and there's more progression ladders available now. More progression for gear, more progression for materials, more progression for weapons, like gear, obviously, like blueprints, everything. But they now have graded armor so 0 to 5. So all the old stuff that you had is grade 0, and it goes up to grade 5 now. Same thing with the weapons. They go up from grade 0 to grade 5. Then you can add augments to your guns and your armor, and they go up from grade 0 to grade 5. So you can add more ammo capacity, more damage overall, more shield damage, more poison, all that kind of stuff. So the progression in the game, they've definitely added a lot to it. However, the TTK, so they haven't scaled shields or player survivability with the damage that your weapons can put out. So the TTK, the time to kill, is incredibly short now. So like you can be, I mean, basically 1 or 2 shot and you're down. 2 shots, you're down. With a fully maxed out weapon, you can go down in 2 shots. Oh no, the worm's still present. We have kind of a method where we'll do a line and a half, then it'll pick me up, wait for the worm aggro to reset, then put me back down. But the worm still comes sometimes. We also have the best sandcrawler treads, like, designed to keep the worm away for as long as possible, so we're rocking with, like, all the S-tier parts, and we're also using a method to try to keep the worm aggro off of us. Watch, this will go away. Because we went over it. But, like, sometimes this stuff doesn't disappear right away. So he's clearing worm aggro right now. So we're waiting, waiting, waiting. My worm aggro is gone. And he's going to take me back down. And then I'll start a new line. It's so weird, like, right there, I went over that directly. But somehow it's still showing as I didn't. Yeah. Yep, and there it went. I'm also talking to my buddy in Discord, but he's muted, so if it sounds like I'm having other conversations, I am. Do I play other games as well? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I've been playing a lot of Dune recently, but I started a playthrough of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. You don't think what's turned on? It's turned on. No, you see that? It's just the server's not going slow. Up in and out. My other game is WoW. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I started a playthrough of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and I'm really interested to see where that story goes. And then I also want to play Mouse PI, the new, like, retro art style, black and white, first person, cartoony mouse game. Now or never again. You played what? The mouse game? You played the mouse game? I asked you if you played it. Did you play the mouse game, Mew? Or are you talking Metal Gear? I don't think you're talking about Metal Gear, because I watched you play it for longer than an hour.
Jody here, thanks for the follow.
Jody, thank you for the follow. I'm pretty sure I watched you play Metal Gear for longer than an hour. Talking about Metal Gear for you. No? No, I'm gonna play it again. I am. I'm absolutely gonna play it again. I was going to play it on my last day off, and I didn't because I kind of planned something with my buddy in Dune, the guy I'm playing with now, and I didn't want to ditch him. But I'm definitely playing that game again, like 100%. I'm going back to that game. Like, I'm going to beat that game. I want to see what happens next. I really want to see what happens next. It's like I just beat the intro, and it was nighttime. I want to see what happens next. And that looked cool. That game looked like I was having fun. Nice car you got there. Where did you get that from? You know, the car dealer down the street. I got a good price for it. He told me it wasn't a lemon, so. I'm hoping the used car salesman didn't lie to me. Now I think, is he gonna put me back down? Yeah, he's gonna put me back. Wait, how much money you got in the game? We haven't even started transferring spice over. So, I think on my main character I have like 250 million, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's not really that much at all. That's pretty broke on my server. So we haven't even started transferring spice over yet. But once we do, oh man, is your boy gonna get rich. What's that thing picking up your car? That's the carrier. That's... He helps keep me on track. Yes, cost billions, yeah. So there's literally items, so like the server, the economy's died down, literally because the fucking prices are so out of control, but there were literally items for 100 billion Solari. 100 billion. Not 1 billion. 100 billion. And it's because there was a duping glitch where people could just dupe as much Solari as they wanted. It is a scam. It is a scam because of the cheaters. The cheaters kind of... I am farming. I'm farming right now. Yep. We're farming spice. I'm farming spice so I can get rich. Alright, you probably want to pick me up here, right? It's probably time to pick me up? To reset? Okay. Okay. What up, Chicken Salt? I don't know. We'll do one more line. Bye, Benjamin. Thanks for stopping by. It's going well, man. Just farming. Just still farming spice. Slowly but surely getting there. We have about 100... Doing lines. You know it, dude. You know it. It's what I do. We have about 140,000 spice melange right now. And we want to get up to 1 million. So... I don't know. We got another at least 3 or 4 weeks of this. Like, originally, I just wanted, like, 300,000 spice melange. But now, because they're changing the Deep Desert to a PvE and a PvP instance, where the PvP instance, you're going to get 2.5 times the yield. Now I want to get 1 million because, like, basically, where am I at right now? So we'd have 28. Instead of 14. And we'd actually have more. We'd probably be full. Because it's 2.5 times. So yeah, we'd be full for sure. We would have been full before we even got to the end there. So the amount of yield we're going to get is about to go way up. I was never big on the monies. Yeah, I mean, I never paid that much attention to it either. Like, I mean, I played the economy to a degree. But I basically just did it to get what I needed. So I would play the economy until I got what I wanted or what I needed, and then I would stop. Because it's like something you have to really kind of focus on. It's like every day, almost. Not all the time, but you have to spend time on it every day in order to control a market or continually make money day after day after day. You have to stay on it. Like, you have to be consistent and diligent about it. And that's not really why I play these games, or that's not why I play this game, that's for sure. But because the game's in kind of a lull right now and there's not a ton of PvP, figured might as well do this, and like then I can control the spice melange market on my server, which is pretty exciting to me. Being able to control the economy is an interesting thought. something I'm into for sure. Baron Tacit Mortem, that's right, dude. Seriously. Yeah, exactly. You got it, dude. That's it. That's the move. That is the play. And like, we could never do this on our main server. Like, we'd get attacked 100%. What is this game and what is it about? Looks fire. This is Dune Awakening. And the game is fire. But the game is actually a lot of fun. If you're a Dune fan, like Dune the movies with Timothée Chalamet or Dune the book, it is fire. If you're a Dune fan, it's amazing. It's like a dream come true, kind of, you know? That's where the fun begins. I'm on a very quiet server, even less hear them. Yeah, well, we are on the quietest server in North America. We took our alt characters, so our main characters are on Stoneheart, but we took our alt characters to the most dead server in North America to farm as much spice as possible, and then we're gonna take it back to our main server. So what do you do here? Do you like fight for a faction? You do, yeah. You fight over resources. You harvest, gather resources. You craft. You PvP for resources. You do dungeons to get blueprints. The blueprints gives you better armor, better guns, augments for armor and guns, so you can make the armor and guns more powerful. Right now we're farming spice melange. But yeah, you fight for so we're Harkonnen. There's Atreides and Harkonnen, obviously, if you're a Dune fan. But like I said, what we're doing here is our main characters are on a different server than this, and we took our alt characters on alt accounts to a dead server, the most dead server in North America, so we can farm 1 million spice melange and then control the spice market and then take all that spice melange back to our main server and control the spice market. So that's what we're doing. It's not as like exciting as PvP, but it's exciting to me because we're getting rich. Heard a lot about this game. Some things that are terrible, some things that are good. You're just about right on, Kevin. Like, you're absolutely correct. There's a lot of great things about this game. A lot of great things. But there's also some bad things that really prevent it from being as good as it could be. Do I think the bad things are a large enough reason not to play? No, I do not. I think the good things about this game outweigh the bad things. But I do think the bad things are what is preventing the game from being bigger than it is. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I'm actually about to put out a video in the next week, either this Sunday or next Sunday, that kind of goes over what's changed in the game, why I came back, because I left for a few months and played Arc Raiders pretty heavily for a few months, and then I came back. What made me come back? I know, we keep getting every sandstorm. We're probably the only ones in the deep desert, that's why. Sorry, I'm also having a conversation with my friends in Discord, but they're muted. What was your question? I see, but I'm on console PS5. Do you know when it'll... It's supposed to be coming out on console by the end of 2026. Like, third or fourth quarter 2026. Supposed to be. Don't take that as gospel, but that's when it's supposed to be coming out to console, and they are still planning to release it on console by the end of 2026.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
So that's when it should be out on console, but it's hard to say. I'm the dev of Goon Awakening. Be dropping next month on the 12th. Do not pay no attention to Mew. She lies. She says things that aren't true. She's always capping. And that's on God no cap. It's not a long time. No way, dude. We're at the end of April 2026. So we're literally finishing out the first quarter of 2026 right now. We're literally about to enter quarter 2 of 2026. I just heard the music. All right. I do. He's over there. So it's not that long, Kevin. Not gonna be that long, man. Oh, sorry. Is the game worth it or no? Yeah, I think it is. Like, even if you don't participate in the end game stuff, like what I'm doing right now is end game stuff. But even if you don't participate in the end game and just focus on just the story, there's like 200 hours worth of content. 200 hours plus worth of content, and the story's pretty good. So yeah, I definitely think the game's worth it. Absolutely. Especially if you're a Dune fan. Like, if you're a Dune fan, it's a fucking no-brainer. So there's multiple servers. There's a lot of different servers. There's North American servers, European servers, Oceania servers. But they are permanent servers. You can transfer between servers. They're also going to be merging servers very soon to bring more server populations together. Because there's a lot of... Yeah, there's also Japanese servers, but Japanese servers are only for Japan. Like, Japan has some weird, like, laws around that shit. You can transfer servers, and like I said, they're going to be merging servers to bring more of the player population together. And we're parked here because there's a sandstorm coming. But what is the cost? I don't know. I think it's like, how much is it? Let's see.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Let's see. We'll look really quick. $50. $50. Dude, them Asian servers are fucking just a bunch of cheaters. Yeah, we'd get folded because they're fucking zooming across the map at like 1,000 miles per hour. You can't even fucking hit them, and they have an aimbot. So yeah, that is on God No Cap. 100, keep it a stack, all that type shit. Yeah, $50 is affordable.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Damn, 2 minutes, dude. I'm sitting in the passenger seat so I don't burn up any durability. Because it'll burn up the fucking engine if I'm sitting in the driver's seat. So I'm just like waiting in the passenger seat, waiting for this fucking storm to pass. But the EU servers, nah. They're going to be crossplay or not? That is not confirmed. It hasn't been confirmed or denied. But I've talked to some of my guildmates, and they think, and logically it makes sense, that at least at first, I would think there will not be crossplay. Because, like, let's say you got it on console, and there was crossplay. And you and I fought in the deep desert.
Sector weather alert.
And let's
A large
say
sandstorm is
I was the
approaching.
worst player ever. And you were the best player ever. You were like the, I don't know, the donk, or like a pro level player. I would still beat you. Because my guns and my armor are so much more powerful than anything you could have. And there's such a power disparity. There's such a difference between the kind of guns that you could get without grinding, the kind of guns that I already have, as well as, so they have these specializations. Oh, this is, whoops, this is on my alt character, so I can't show you. But I do 100% more damage. And I can mitigate 50% more damage. So all the damage I can do, multiply that by 100. So even if you had the same guns that I had, I can still do 100% more damage than you can. And there's no way for you to get there except by grinding. So it would take you time. There's no way around it. 24 of 30. So, yeah, you can only win with grind time. But if the console pro grinds out too, they're gonna, yeah. Eventually, you, like, if I was terrible, you were pro level, eventually, at some point, you would be able to beat me. But it would take you literal months. So you left people only one option, grinding. Exactly. You have to grind. There's no way around it. And it doesn't matter how good you are. Like, I can down you in one shot. I can down you in 1 or 2 shots, and you can't. You couldn't down me. I could stand there and let you shoot me, and you wouldn't, like, I could just take everything you got, and you wouldn't be able to basically do any damage on me at all. So I don't think crossplay will be in the game at first for that reason. Because, like, who wants to get shit on by some PC player who's been playing for a year? Nobody. So, the crossplay probably won't be there when the game launches on console. But at some point, it also wouldn't surprise me if, like, they eventually made it crossplay. But certainly not at first. It would make no sense, like I said, for the reasons I just mentioned to you. It would be the stupidest decision they could make. Now, to be fair, the developers of this game, Funcom, they have made some really fucking stupid decisions. But even with all the stupid decisions they've made, I mean, nah. They can't do that. I just don't see them doing that. That'd be too stupid, even for them. Yeah, I mean, maybe PvE servers could be crossplay. I guess that's possible. And I mean, you know, I don't know. You know, maybe they could do it to where, like, console players would have the option to PvP. You know, you'd have a choice whether you want to go into a crossplay server. But, like, what console player would try to go up against a PC, you know, would try to go up against someone like me, who I have the best gear in the game, I've been grinding, like, there's no, it would, like, if you and 10 of your friends came after me, I'd kill all of you. Not because I'm better, just because my gear is so much better. You'd have no chance. You would have no chance. Because the power disparity is that big as it stands right now. So, console do be making up of all games that have crossplay support. Yeah. But I do think the player base is going to grow quite a bit when it does launch on console, obviously. And I would guess they might launch on console around the time the third movie comes out, which is at the end of this year. Remember, there's going to be a lot of Dune hype about Dune 3 coming out, the conclusion of the story and all that. So I would guess, like, that would be the best time for them to do it, you know? But we'll see. We shall see. But, you know, a lot of this stuff could be fixed if they... So, is there only... Dune 3? Yeah. Yeah, dude. You haven't seen the trailer? Madrondis? Yeah, look it up. They just dropped a teaser trailer for it, like, a couple weeks ago. Dune 3's coming out the end of this year. And you only want Dune 6 or 7. That's hilarious. That is very funny. So right now, the Deep Desert is combined. So there's a PvE section of the Deep Desert and a PvP section of the Deep Desert. But what Funcom is doing, and they actually have already they've actually already launched it on their test server. So, like, they have a test server where you can take a character and go test out all the new changes, where they separate the Deep Desert. So we're in the Deep Desert right now. They separated it where one Deep Desert is entirely PvE, and then another Deep Desert instance is entirely PvP. And the difference between those two Deep Desert instances are that the PvP instance, you get 2.5 times, so 2.5 times resource yield. So basically, all the spice that we're farming right now, we would get 2.5 times the amount. So, like, I have 26 of 30. That means I would have 52 of 30. So I would have already filled up once, and I'm about to fill up a second time. But like I talk about in the video that I'm going to be putting out in the next week, I'm not sure if just the 2.5 times resource yield is going to be enough for players to come to the PvP instance of the Deep Desert. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. And I also think the possibility exists for, like, actual griefing in the PvE area. Meaning, so you can't kill people, you can't actually do any PvP on the PvE instance, but what you can do is, like, set down thumpers on this spice field. So you can call a worm so nobody can farm it. Or you could, like, he's got that carrier above me. You could like, put something on top of the carrier so it's harder for them to rise in the air, so they have a greater chance of getting eaten by the worm. Or, like, there's a lot of different things. which is what I think is going to happen. 1,225 hours on First Ascendant, that's crazy. I have over 900 hours on Dune now, which is wild for me. That's a lot for me. Thank you for the follow, Madrondis, by the way. Thank you for the follow. So, but as I said, that's what's coming. It's coming in the next week, is they're separating the Deep Desert into a PvP instance and a PvE instance. But it remains to be seen what's actually going to happen. Like, what that means for the game. It remains to be seen. I don't know. And I don't think anybody really knows. You know, it's hard to predict what's going to happen. But I already told you what I think is going to happen, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what is going to happen. It's hard to say. Hard to say. But there isn't really anything, like, there's no fucking reason to go to the PvP instance of the Deep Desert. I mean, sure, you get 2.5 times the resource yield. It's okay, that is a reason, I guess. Or but you can go to the PvE instance, not have to worry about getting killed, and you're still getting plenty. So why would you go to the PvP? There's no other reason to go unless you specifically just want to PvP. There's no real reason to go out there. Like, you do not get blueprints from the testing stations and shipwrecks in the PvP zone of the Deep Desert anymore. You only get those from dungeons. So that's out. There's no control points anymore because Funcom took those out because they were unfinished. It was supposed to be kind of like a capture the flag, King of the Hill thing. I'm full. But like, it was unfinished, so they just took them out of the game. So those don't exist for you to go out to the PvP zone. So if you're not going for blueprints and you're not going to win the Landsrat every week, what are you going for? And like I said, the only real option, the only real reasons you go is if you really want that 2.5 times resource yield, or you just want to go out in PvP. But they have nothing that exists in the game to be the catalyst for that PvP. There's nothing in the game for that right now. Like, there's nothing to induce PvP to happen. The only thing that induces PvP to happen is somebody like me, who I'll fly around and look for people to shoot, and then I'll go after them. And, you know, there's not enough of those kind of players. Like, people need a reason to go out and do it, right? Like Arc Raiders, perfect example, you know, like, I mean, I played that game for PvP and I would hunt squads, but you could at least find people because you knew the areas where most of the looting was going to take place. So depending on when you spawned in, you could either set up and wait for people, or you could try to break through defenses to take out others. So there was a reason to PvP. There was something that was the catalyst for PvP to take place. But in Dune, there's nothing like that, as it stands right now. The only catalyst are other players, who I hop in my ornithopter and say, okay, I'm going to go look for people to kill, and then I go roam around the Deep Desert looking for people to kill. And that's it. And sometimes I'll roam around for an hour and I won't see anybody. Or I'll see one person, I'll shoot him, take him out, and then 5 or 6 of his homies come after me, and then I have to run away, you know? So there's just not a lot of, you know, and like I said, that's not really like a good gameplay loop. for inducing PvP. I think that's lame. I think a separate PvE only mode in Arc Raiders is lame. It defeats the whole purpose of the game. But from everything I've seen, it seems like the Embark Studios, the developers behind Arc Raiders, are more interested in the PvE aspect of the game than the PvP aspect. So, okay. This will probably be my last sandcrawler load when we fill it up. But we've gotten 2 loads so far, right? 2 or 3? Yeah. So 1 more. I think that's pretty solid. It is. What do you think about the PvE only mode? Do you like it? I don't even know if there is one. Like, I haven't really been following Arc Raiders for a little while. I've been playing Dune. I haven't really been focused on it. Let's farm the medium and then just go back out there. If that's okay with you. Yeah, I'm chilling. I have plenty. Bye, Spacer. Later, buddy. But I love Dark Raiders, but it just, I don't know. It's not Dune. Like, Dune's got a special place for me, man. I don't know. You know? Call me a fool. And I wouldn't argue with you, but, I love this game. 28.4, there will be an update, so it should be there. So are they really creating a separate PvE only mode? They're actually doing that? Okay, I will. Like, it's confirmed that they are doing that for sure. Yeah, what I heard and saw. Wow. Wow, that's fucking stupid. So, what's the incentive to PvP then? Or, like, what's the incentive to go to a PvE or a PvP server? Like, what incentives are they putting in the game for that? Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I had not heard that. Been kind of out of the loop on Arc Raiders. Yeah, I mean, they have to put an incentive in there, like, nobody's gonna do it. I put out some Arc Raiders videos on my YT channel and my Rumble channel, where I talk about some of the patches and some of the things at the time that were going wrong with the game and some of the things I liked, etc., etc. Well, it depends on what you call a rat. Because, like, dude, I've been called a rat so many times, and I didn't really think I was ratting. Like, if I'm holding down a location that I know is a high traffic area, that's not me being a rat. Because I expect other people to do that same exact thing to me. If I spawn in late and then I go into the high traffic location. So I think it depends on your definition of a rat. Free loadout player. Now, I think I was told that free loadouts can only spawn in towards the end of a raid. They get late spawns now. So free loadouts only get late spawns. Which, when I heard that, I thought that was a great change. Like, maybe the best change they've made in the game so far. But the fact that they still haven't added, like, high loadout raids where, like, you're... What'd you say? Like, they should have a high tier raid where your loadout has to have a minimum dollar value in order to enter it. And they never did that. And at least I don't think they did. I always thought that was fucking stupid. Like, they should have. Because I would go in with expensive ass kits. And then, like, I kill 3 teams and it's just all free loadouts. It's like, dude. Free kits spawn late game now. Yeah, you told me that. Yeah. Perfect time. Perfect timing. So they spawn in late, but have they added a high tier raid? Like, where your loadout has to have a certain dollar, like a minimum dollar amount? I don't think they ever added that. You come in with high gear money, you spawn early. But there aren't just raids that are only open to those with a certain minimum dollar amount. Weston, I already said, dude, we could collab. Just contact me. I think you've sent that same message like 5 or 6 times now. Like, I don't know what else to say. Anyway, let's get back to Dune. It looks great. I think, yeah, dude, you should. It's a great game. It's fun. I mean, you're not seeing really anything. You're seeing like a very small piece of the game right now. Like, farming spice is only a small it's not much, but it doesn't. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I mean, you do anything for long enough, you know? The 10,000 hour rule, dude. You do something for 10,000 hours, you're considered an expert. No. But yeah, Kevin, I think you should get it. This game is great. If you're at all a fan of Dune, you'll love it. And like I said, even if you don't get involved in the end game, there's like 200 hours plus worth of story content. Like imagine that, 200 hours plus of story and things to do and things to grind before you even reach the end game. That's pretty good bang for the buck, in my opinion. $200 hours. I have not farmed dust for 200 hours. I've maybe farmed dust for maybe 50 hours, maybe 60 max. And now we're going back to the large again. Have him drop you now. All right. Weston, you send that message again, dude. I'm gonna have to, it looks so satisfying. The flying's great. Flying's a lot of fun. Like, there's so many fun parts to this game, so many great parts to it. It's a great game. Okay, there we go. Thank you, man. Thank you for making this easy for me. And you don't... He can't, so if he lets me go, he can't pick me back up until I hit the ground. Yeah, I will. Okay. Yeah, so if he drops me, he can't pick me up again until I hit the ground. Dude, I said yes like 7 times, Mew. I don't... And, like, he looked familiar, too. But, like, dude... And I literally just replied to his message and said yes. Then he sent it again. And it's like, no, we're done here. No more. There is a fuel system, yes. So these right here, these large fuel cells... So you need fuel cells for, I need them for the crawler, so what I'm using, and for the carrier, what he's flying, and for all ornithopters, all ground vehicles, you have to use fuel, yes. And fuel drains, obviously, and then there's durability as well. So the more you fly it, the more durability, damage. The more you drive something, the more durability damage. You can also be attacked by other players, and of course that does durability damage as well. So we have 7 of 30 here. And we should be able to get probably 20 of 30. I don't know that we'll fill up from this. Oh, but we can hit that thing, this plume over here for this medium. I don't know if we'll be able to fill up or not. John Dune. I am, dude. I play this game. I play this game a lot. Alright, we're gonna fill up one more time. Or try to. I don't know if we'll be able to. TBH. I'm not sure. We can try though. Yeah, I was John Helldiver. That was one game that I was better than you at. And that's on God No Cap. 100 type shit. I was fucking good at Helldivers. But what's funny, it's the only game I played where it's the only game that controller is better than the Azeron. Say that again? Yeah. And compact and try to fill it up that way? Okay. But yeah, it's the one game that's better on a controller than the Cyborg. The only game I played where, like, using the stratagems, it was fucked trying to do it on the Cyborg. It was fucked. And, like, I have a little stick up here. Hold on. Right here. That, like, I should be able to do it, but nah, it was fucked. Gotta go. Have a God bless. All right, later, Kev. Later, Kevin. Thank you, man. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for hanging out. Hope I answered all your questions, brother. Thank you for the rose also. Much love, brother. Yeah. What do you think about streaming from Evo though, Mew? I'm kind of excited for that. I'm actually like really looking forward to it. I'm like really excited. Does the worm ever show up? Yeah. Yes, the worm does show up. We have special treads on this sand crawler that make it less likely for the worm to show up, or like he doesn't show up as often. And after every 3 lines, my buddy picks me up to reset the worm aggro, so he doesn't come around that often because of all that stuff. Like, we cheese it basically to keep him away, but he'll still show up. Yeah, he still shows up sometimes. There's like no stopping him. He'll show up. Nothing I can do about it. But it doesn't happen nearly as often because we play it really smart. I can stop it. Can't stop. Won't stop. So at this point, it's kind of hard to see like which lines, like, am I even picking up any sand here? I don't know. Yeah, I am. I am. Okay. What up, Craig? Craig Johnston, what up? Welcome. Welcome into the stream. Yeah, this should be what, 2 lines? But whatever, yeah, pick me up. Whatever, reset it. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm tired. I am. I did not get enough sleep last night. Like, we farmed this entire large, the entire thing. We've done so many of these now, too. It's freaking crazy. But because there's only 2 of us, we can't, like, you can't call the grandfather worm with just 2 people. Because if we could call the grandfather worm, we could reset it, but we can't, so we have to wait it out. Which sucks. Perfect drop. That was a perfect drop. Dude, I'm embarrassed to admit I went and had McDonald's tonight. I have not eaten fast food in a while. And it was good. I won't be eating it again, but like, I wanted something fast. I didn't want to fucking cook. And like, McDonald's is right down the street, but can't be doing that. Like, since in the past, just in the past month, past like 6 weeks, I've lost over 20 pounds. So I've lost a lot of weight. I'm like 20 pounds away, 25 pounds from my ideal weight, like perfect weight for me, which is crazy. So yeah, and then I went and had McDonald's, but I won't do it again. I had to admit it though. It was good too. I did enjoy it, even though it's fucking poison. I did enjoy it. But I won't be eating it again. I might actually like fast for a couple days, the next couple days. Like fast Friday, and or maybe have like a little bit of fruit on Friday and then fast on Saturday, or have a little bit of fruit on Saturday, and that's it, and just keep it real light, real lean. I'm getting like way too close to my perfect weight to fucking stop now. I've like worked too hard for this shit. But yeah. Yeah. Just gonna keep farming this spice, fill up. I'm like exhausted. I can't wait till we're full. But I'm gonna power through and fill this thing up. I don't even think we're gonna be able to get full off this. Like, I don't think so. Like, let's see where we're at. We're at 19 of 30. There's no way. There is no way we're filling up here. There's just not enough sand left. And like these lines, don't let that shit fool you. There's not nearly as much spice as it looks. There's like hardly any. It looks like there's more than there is, but there really isn't. Like hardly any in there at all. Are you gonna take me to the medium? Or are we just resetting? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Are you just gonna put it in the sand crawler yourself? Okay. I will. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Okay. What up, Lazy Patriot? What up? Welcome into the stream. Welcome. Alright, do it. Sorry, I'm talking to my buddy in Discord. What's up? Welcome in. We're just farming for spice right now. Nothing too exciting. But it is nice and chill and relaxing, which I enjoy. Cleaning up a large spice. Yep, we did this entire ring mouth. Did this entire thing. So I'm at 22 of 30 right now. So... what we're doing is we took our main server is Stoneheart, which is not where we're at right now, but we took our alt accounts to the most dead server in North America, and we're just farming spice until we get like 1 million melange. Then we're gonna take it all back to our main server and control the spice market. But he's gonna hand compact right now because he has all the gathering perks, so he thinks he can get more by just hand compacting. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the server that we're on right now private because I don't want anybody coming out here while we're farming spice. Yeah. Yeah. So my my sand crawling perks are really high, but all right, let's just go to the medium. But his gathering perks are crazy. What's this? Dead meme? This is Dune Awakening. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And so like the spice melange on our main server is yeah, so does he. Yep, so does he. Yep. Exactly. My main. Okay, sounds good. My main is at 100 combat. Like my main character, this is not my main character, is focused on PvP, but yeah. So, and what I was gonna say is that the spice melange on our main server is like the price is out of control right now. But my goal is we're gonna have so much spice that we can literally reset the market and make it fair. So we're gonna get rich no matter what. But like we can reset the market to make it fair for other people. Because right now spice is selling at like 200K per melange. And I'll sell it for like 30K or 40K or 50K. Yeah, my main is 20 exploration, 100 combat, and I'm working on sabotage now because of the headshot bonuses. 7K. Yeah, maybe I'll sell it for 67K per melange. But yeah, I'm working on sabotage because you get the extra headshot damage. And I want to keep increasing the amount of damage I can output. And I already hit level 20 in exploration, so I get the speed boost. Yep. That's my buddy. Maybe you are my friend. Maybe you are my buddy. Yeah. I was thinking about doing exploration, but I really want that extra headshot damage. I just want the headshot damage. Like, the more damage, the better. I just don't want to be thinking that, like, I'm leaving damage on the table somewhere, you know? I want, like, the most damage I can put out is how much damage I want to be outputting. So that's why I'm focused on sabotage. But exploration probably is better than sabotage overall. But I want to output as much damage as I possibly can. Because, I mean, the extra heat dissipation, like... all the little things you get in exploration, it's way better. Okay. I think we'll be able to fill up. I think we'll be able to fill up from this. There's the worm, by the way. For those that want to see it, he's heading right through. That's why he picked me up. So what we don't want is the worm to breach while we're doing this. Because then it takes longer for him to go away. Longer for us to keep farming. Etc. Etc. But yeah, my buddy has multiple alts as well. He has like one alt, just like you, that's 100% 100 on crafting. One that's 100% gathering. Yeah. No, I agree. I do think exploration's better overall. But, like, I primarily like to ground PvP, so I just want to be able to do more damage. I don't want to be getting into a fight thinking, man, if I was doing sabotage, I'd be putting out even more damage. So, but like I said, I do think exploration's probably better overall. I mean, maybe I'm going to put more points in exploration. That was going to be the third tree, but we'll see, you know. Maybe I'll change my mind and just start focusing on exploration. Maybe you can convince me. Five additional alts. That's crazy. Let's see where we're at here. We're gonna reset the worm aggro here. And I think I can finish this off. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Maybe you're right. Yeah, they do need to stop the bleed. I completely agree. That's why I'm doing this, because there's just not enough PvP going on right now. Even on my main server. I mean, if I went on my main server, there would be PvP. But, like, not a lot of my guildmates are playing right now, because the TTK is... the time to kill is so fucked up in this game right now. And they're also separating the PvE and PvP instance of the Deep Desert, so we'll have to see what that means for the future of the game as well. Where are we at here? Damn. We may not fill up after all. It's going to be close, but We may not fill up, yeah. Yeah, Stoneheart is pretty populated. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that too. Yeah, it's a pretty heavily populated server. Alright, one more line, one more line. Let me get this. All this right here. And I'm gonna go back. I want to get every piece of this. And then I'm gonna do one more line right at the end here, and then that'll be it. All right, that's it. Let's see where we got to 29 of 30. Yeah, it's pretty close. So one of my chatters said they were in the public test client in the PvP, and they were able to fill up the Regis Spice container in 8 minutes. Yeah. Well, that's what we're planning to do once they add that. Yeah, can you imagine, dude? It's gonna be fucking nuts. It's literally gonna 2.5 times our spice output. Yeah, Lazy Patriot, I think it's going to end up being really good for us. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Maybe we can entice some other people to get on and help us so we can do it twice as fast. Okay. Now, is Solitary a North American server or an EU server? Right. In Dallas, okay. And is your server dead? Like, I still think the most populated server is Harmony, and then Stoneheart's number 2. But the economy on Harmony's so fucked up. Along with the lag.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
So the plan is I'm gonna empty this, I'm gonna grab a carrier, and I'm gonna take one of the cargo containers back to Haga. So I'm gonna dump this sand into the vaults, and then I'm gonna grab a carrier and take one of the carrier storage containers back to Haga. And which base am I gonna put it in? Main base, okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to start hauling some of the spice back to our main, dude. No, it's picking up. Top 5 during peak hours. Okay.
Sector weather alert. A large
That's
sandstorm
good.
is approaching.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting tired, bro. I'm not muted. That's good. Top 5 is pretty good. I think Harmony's still number 1. All right, I'm gonna hop in 200 and take a storage container back. It doesn't matter which one, right? Okay.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, yeah. I'll wait till the storm's over. I have an alt that just goes and sells shit. Yeah, take the free ride. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we have guys on our server, or in our guild, that do that also. Like, most of our people have alts. Like, multiple alts. Or some of our people have multiple alts. On Harmony made billions, yeah. Well, Harmony had so many dupers.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
That, like, it really killed the economy. It, like, fucked it up beyond all recognition. Fuck, it's FUBAR. You get 4 scouts, you can... Yeah, I know. But we only have... Like, there's only 2 of us. I mean, we could pocket a scout and then take another scout. And then put them all on the field. And then we just have to fucking pocket one really quick. Like, it'd be too hard to do. I think, anyway. I don't think 2 of us could do it.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm.
Dude, where is this goddamn sandstorm? There it is. Like, we have hit every single sandstorm tonight because we're the only ones in the deep desert. So they just keep, like, coming on us. Yeah, since there's only 2 of us, we can't do it. We've tried setting thumpers down. We've tried setting, like, 30 thumpers down. Yeah, I see it. It's too loud. Yeah, we can't reset it on our own. We've tried everything. And since it's just the 2 of us, we're kind of fucked. We have to wait for the worm to come. We've gotten lucky a couple times and, like, farmed one, and then the grandfather worm came. Like, he came in the middle of us farming it, but most of the time, like, we farm one entire large spice field, and then we have to go after mediums. So we're in a sandstorm right now, so I have to wait for this thing to be over. So yeah, we can normally only hit one. And since it's just, like, if we could get 2 more people on here, we could reset it with grandfather. We could reset it no problem and just keep going and going and going. Literally waiting for this to be done. Like, I am tired. I want to take this carrier, take this thing, go back to Haga. What up, gas man? Come on, come on. Chilling, same dude, same. What I'm doing too, bro. Relaxing. Damn. Fucking. Damn, bro, this storm's taking a while to pass over. What the fuck? Yeah. Alright, there it goes. Yeah, I'm tired too, man. Trying to get this shit back to Haga as fast as I can. Your throat? That's not good, dude. Take You know what, dude? Okay, so Mucinex. Like, I had a mucus problem with my throat for a while. Like, it was just constantly scratchy. Like, and dude, Mucinex worked. I didn't think it would. You know, I thought it was like a gimmick, but it fucking worked. No, keep it in. It's like a pill. Like, you can get it over the counter too. It's not like a prescription. And like, I know it worked because I stopped taking it because I was like, oh, I'm good. You know, like it worked so good that I thought I was better. And then it came back, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not good, and I had to keep taking it. But that's how good it worked. So it's something to think about. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not a... It is a drug, yeah. It technically is a drug, but, like, it's not mood-altering, you know? It's not like a mood-altering substance, you know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know, marijuana or cocaine or even caffeine or nicotine, you know? Holy shit. Yeah, I mean that's you know, there's a reason why they call it an overdose. It's because people take more than they need to. Thank you, Lazy Patriot. Thank you, man. Make sure to drop a follow so you know next time I'm streaming. It was good chatting with you. Thanks for hanging out. May thy knife not chip and shatter. Right. Thank you for the follow, Lazy Patriot. Nice to meet you, bro. Have a good night. Yeah, I mean, when I ran a marathon once, and I experienced runner's high, like a big runner's high, you know, and it was cool. I mean, I used to experience runner's high a lot when I would run, like not around my neighborhood because that didn't really cover it. I'd basically run like half the city and back. Half of my hometown and back. I'd run through it and then I'd run back. So, you know, it'd end up being like 6 or 8 miles. And man, there just nothing felt better. You'd reach a point where like, man, I just felt great. You know, I felt so good. Yeah. I'm about to hit the wall, by the way. Oh, I can't travel with passengers in my vehicle. Go away. Let me leave. That's crazy. I should be able to travel with passengers in my vehicle. All right. And where's I'm going to be able to see the big base, this new base for next week? Okay, I won't be able to miss it, huh? Okay, I'll look. I'll find it. I'm going to drop the carrier storage in the big base, or in our main base. And then I'll go check it out. It's with the Pentas? Yeah, that's bigger, but it's not that big. It's not that big. It's way bigger than the other one, yeah. But it's also a lot cooler. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. Oh, I see that. Yeah, I like this base. This is nice. Damn, it's tall. What pentashield bug? Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, this is nice, dude. I actually really like this. I like how tall it is. How many vertical extenders? How many is maxing it out? Holy shit. Let me see, dude. Oh, it takes a long way to fall down. Yeah, I bet it took a while. Well, I love this base. I approve. This is a really cool base, but I'm going to hop off for the night. Oh, the basement. Basement, okay. Oh, shit, okay. Damn, this is perfect, dude. I really like this. I think I might. Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. Yeah. No, I like it. I like it a lot. This is very cool. Yeah, I will help you put this up. This one? Okay. Okay. Right. Yeah, no, this is really a cool base. I really think this is cool. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's only like, I think, because I'm thinking, man, I could use this as my main base on our main server. Yeah, I might, dude. I might. You may have to help me build it one day. But, yeah, I'm down for that. All right. Yeah, I really like it. But, yeah, I'm going to hop off for the night, but I'll try to hop on tomorrow for sure. I don't know what tomorrow looks like in terms of how late I'm going to get off work and what time I'll be home, but I'll hit you up regardless. All right, man. Yeah, no worries. No worries. It's all good. I'll talk to you tomorrow, buddy. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it there for the night. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Everybody on Rumble, I'm going to raid someone. But everybody else on every other platform, if you haven't already, make sure to like, share, follow, subscribe. And if you already did, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for all the follows, all the likes, all the shares, all the subs tonight. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll try to hop on tomorrow. Peace.